Okay, so today I'm going to continue my little mobile iPhone streams, which again, for some reason I actually have genuinely enjoyed. At first I do something like this ironically, but I have kind of enjoyed how convenient it is or how simple it is. Of course, the main reason why people use this is probably for the camera. They'll do it for face cam or like IRL stuff. I'm just doing it to share the screen, but I guess I could do it in any other context too. Like I don't really have to be doing something on it. I can just be streaming from it, like a just chatting kind of environment. Or I wouldn't even mind necessarily showing something that I'm doing, like physically out somewhere, but I wouldn't want to necessarily show myself. I always hate doing that. So we've started this as a way to just kind of look at ads on here and maybe certain exclusive games that wouldn't be on anything else. But the thing is that I was trying to go in order a little bit and do each one until I lose. So I did PvZ Heroes like a session until I lost, or maybe I did it a couple times, but now we're trying to do Clash Royale until I lose a game and I just haven't lost one, so it's a good problem to have that I'm just not losing, but it's also, why did it reload there like that? Like you spend more time in this game just collecting stuff or like clicking on all these kind of upgrades and whatnot than you do actually playing, and that could be unironically true because there's so much of this in the menus that it can kind of give you stuff and get you addicted to clicking on stuff. So I'll go with this until I lose, even though the plan was I want to get some variety of stuff, and this is something, of course, you can do on PC anyway, so that it doesn't make it feel as novel. Right? Mainly want to do stuff on here that you can't do anywhere else, which especially would be not only mobile exclusive games, but iPhone exclusive games. Yeah, the more that's a good measure of a game or a business model. The more currencies it has, the worse it is, or the more predatory basically it is. Although I would defend that sort of thing only from the standpoint of saying like, oh, microtransactions shouldn't exist. I wouldn't say that because a lot of the time you get like free games. Like I've played Hearthstone over 1,000 hours and I never put a cent into it over the years. Like I got all that for free. Yeah, one of my favorite games ever, something like that. And so what that shows you is the value you can kind of milk other people and let them do all the work for you, or you could also say like, oh, it's a choice, so then blame the audience and you don't have to buy into that kind of thing. So yeah, let's go with this as the same deck. I haven't changed it at all, and I won't until I lose, because again, that's kind of what the point of all this is. You got the Giant and the P.E.k.K.A. I don't know why I put him at an angle like that. But no, this game actually looks pretty good too on mobile, because you got the screen and kind of, it's not really the bigger, but you're looking at it kind of more closely, right? Like the way I'm holding it and stuff. I don't know why they're so passive at the beginning. Like people take so long to do stuff. It makes them seem like their elixir is operating on like a different timetable than mine or something. I don't get why they just underestimate the strength of the combo like that. But that is one of the unstoppable combos in the game, because if you do the Giant and the P.E.K.K.A. together, or if you do like Barbarians and the P.E.K.K.A. together, right, it's very hard for them to deal with it. That Giant actually got through, but it almost doesn't matter. Like, even if we don't get the main base, oh, that was a good clutch stuff. I almost shouldn't do anything. Like, I shouldn't do the Giant, because the Giant's gonna get just the 10th for 40. This is my iPhone mic itself that's happening versus the... Oh god. If nothing else, he tanked for everybody else, but I think those are the worst things coming against the Valkyrie, because she can't deal with the... what do you call it? She he can't deal with the flying. That's something I sometimes underestimate, right? I just sometimes treat everything like, oh, flying should be no problem, but sometimes you just can't target it at all. I would hope, oh, I get the p.e.k.k.a next, but I don't, but I'll still do that trick even though she's like very squishy actually. For some reason I thought she was a little big here, but we can see now he did the deadly combo. He actually did it, but he was a little bit slow and late doing it. See how that just tears through it, like there's nothing. He will get through that first turn. He'll get through that first turn. The question is, can I stop him from getting further? And look at that, dude. Look at that. Even though mine got through too because he was so focused on being aggressive. Now we can just wait a little bit and try to get it to, these actually seem to do okay against Valkyrie, just can't do anything. Even though she's the AoE queen, it's, yeah, I don't like the Musketeer too much. I don't like the Musketeer or the Knight, to be honest with you. Oh wow, I'm maybe underestimating her a bit. Here, I'll just pop that shit. He may get through, so maybe that was an ill-advised time to do that, right? He's got the swarm coming, even though it's not a very impressive thing. Probably will still get through this. Oh shit. He does do that combo, in fact this turn badly. Getting the, they're all like little weenie weak things. He's just got so many of them, and I do love those structures for some of them. Even though I seem to be at an advantage, he's done pretty well. At this point, maybe you have to make a decision to go for his base, because if I'm trying to play defensively, I could be screwing myself up. I'd like just put this here and force him to deal with that, but he's got no defense. He's got no towers. He has to address it directly. What was that? Well, it looks like he did a fireball there, but I think it was... I can just picture somebody panicking on their phone, swiping away like crazy. I'm doing it so calmly and relaxed, and maybe even a little bit too slow. But I always forget whether I'm streaming on Wi-Fi or whether I'm streaming on the other thing. On the mobile data, I should always check that. That's a good counter because you really can't do a whole lot with this. Right, it's gonna delay it long enough. That's how crazy that combo skill is, right? Like we get through everything and maybe could have even gotten through the tower. Minions are okay. Again, they're gonna evade being targeted most of the time, but he's actually winning this so far. Kind of insane. Like, how did that even mathematically happen when I was committed fully to that area? Like maybe, I don't know. You can easily stop this the way he did it, so you can see instead of countering it with these structures, like that's a good thing to do. Good combo. So any sort of building like that, even the one thing, what is that? The Goblin Cage is like a great counter to the p.e.k.k.a and stuff like that. It just sort of slows them down, shuts them down, and by the time it comes out, then we can fight them as well, so... You know, he shouldn't be able to do anything to this, but... Yeah, his use of the structure there is actually inspired because he's also putting it in the middle, so no matter which way you go with it, right, no matter which way you go, it's always going to be good. You almost have to time it just like when it's about to die, but it doesn't quite work that way either. Still got to do that, that's kind of wild. But this guy's like crazy, man, how is he playing like that? He would win on the raw damage value, or he could even win just on the power value if he is able to, yeah, but he keeps shutting me down with these structures, like I can't do anything about it. But this guy's actually really good, I may get my wish to get to play something else. I'm good. he can get through this tower presumably easily if he just uses like a spell, or even without doing that, he's gonna do it. That's one weakness of this maybe for me is that I don't. Oh shit. That I don't have a structure to like distract them and almost taunt for them. I call it. Like the structures are almost taunts. This guy was actually good. His use of the structure on the other side was smart. The way that he kept putting it in the middle and shut everything down. See, there's value. That's always memorable. That we were on a crazy streak. We got from one rating to whatever we're at now without losing a single game. So it's a nice little fun mini series of that, and then